How's it going, everyone? I'm going to quickly show you today how to enter a new single-family property into appfolio. So you're going to start by either going to Properties, and then under Tasks, you're going to press New Property, or you can press, or you can just type right here, New Property, into the search function up here. So New Property Task. Once you're on this page, you're going to select single family. Property name, you're just going to put in the property address minus the city, zip, and state. So we're going to do, for example, you do 123 Main Street, and then that's the address, or yeah, you get the idea. Letters, numbers, name of the street, and then avenue, drive, whatever. Address, obviously you're going to put the address. Address 2, this one we don't, just leave that blank. City, obviously the city. State, put the state. Zip code is the zip code. County is obviously Maui County or Kauai or Oahu, etc., etc. Property information, rent status, you can leave rent ready, leave that checked. Ready for showing, on, that would be put that as what it is. You can put the correct date for that. And then description, just put a little bit of information on here. This is about the property, so if somebody else is gonna be looking at the property on appfolio, they have a little idea of what it is, single family condo, blah blah blah. Site manager, this is obviously going to be the manager for the property, so you can put your salutations if you want, but put name, first name, last name, phone number, year the property is built. You can go to the County of Maui, Hawaii website and put in, you can search the property name or by the owner, whatever. You can search here, and then a little bit below, right here under assessment information, commercial improvement information. It's probably going to say residential improvement information or something else, but it'll show right here, year built 2020. You can simply plug that in right here. Management start date, you can put that as the effective date for the property management agreement that was signed. Leave this unchecked. Leave tags alone. You don't need to add anything there. Non-revenue unit, you can just leave that. Rental information. So this is what's going to share to Zillow, Redfin, all the other rental websites. So just make sure this is accurate. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, or is it a 2-bathroom? Make sure this is accurate. Square feet, you can also find this on the tax website right next to year built over here. You can see this is 58,000 square foot building. This is the Kahului DMV we're looking at. So square feet right there. Market rent, you can put the rent that you want to market it at, so put the price. Application fee, leave this alone. Security deposit, 99% of the time it's going to be the same as the rent amount. If for some reason the owner wants it to be less, then whatever, put it what it's supposed to be. But just remember, security deposit cannot be more than 1 month's rent, so just keep that in mind. NSF fee, leave that blank. Skip this. Custom inspection date, last inspection, leave whatever, ignore that. Rent status, leave this blank. Legal rent, put the same thing that you put for market rent. Same with preferential rent, put the same thing as market rent. Utilities included in the lease, just kind of speaks for itself. If it's a condo, usually water's included, but this will be on the property management agreement, so just fill this out accordingly. Appliances included in the lease, obviously, is what it sounds like. If a fridge is going to be at the property, then put fridge, and so on and so forth. additional lease information. So this is just expectations for the property. Owner prefers 12-month lease. Tenant pays for electricity, Wi-Fi, trash is included, etc. So just put information about the lease. Maybe rules: no smoking, no pets, whatever. Amenities: cats allowed, yes or no. Dogs allowed. It says large and small, small only, and no. Just leave it as a yes or no question. So no if no pets are allowed, large and small if they are allowed. Just leave it, make it a yes or no, large and small or no. If the owner specifically says small pet dogs only, then just put that, but just otherwise put large and small or no. So yes, no. Amenities, exactly what it sounds like. So put pool or barbecue area, gym, tennis court, whatever. Put all that good stuff right here. Marketing information. So leave this unchecked. Available on, put it as the date that it is available to be rented. And then marketing title, just put something that's nice and attractive and just what it is, Conopoli condo or Kihei Village's furnished unit, or just something creative, but don't marketing description. This is where you can get a little bit creative. Tell the good things about the property and describe the property a little bit. If it's you want to be candid. You want to be honest about the property. If it's you don't want to take a junky property and write about it in a way that makes it seem like it's just this amazing thing. Because then, if somebody does come to look at it because you wrote a good description, and it's not what you the reality doesn't match what you described it as here, then you're going to waste your time showing it to them. They're going to waste their time looking at it. So just put, if it's a good location, put it's a good location. If it has a beautiful pool, then write about that. Just lean into the good things about the property, location, the size of it, if it's furnished with nice stuff, whatever. Just be creative and spend some time on it. Make it nice. Make sure there's no typos or anything like that. So I usually do, a few sentences about the description here, and then I'll press enter, and then I'll do a little bit of lease terms here. So, owner, 12-month lease required. 12-month lease required. Tenant pays electric. Security deposit required. No pets. I'll write out that stuff right here. So there's description of the property, lease terms, and then sometimes I'll throw in a little bit of if interested, please send some basic information about yourself, such as approx credit score, approx income, and pets, question mark, maybe etc. I throw this in sometimes. This saves time when people message, and if they have poor credit or animals or whatever, and the owner's going to reply in some way about it, or in a negative way rather, you can disregard and just that it's not going to work out basically with that person, so you don't have to spend much time on them. And then lastly, very important, you put the Hawaii Equity Management LLC and the broker number RB 23767, I believe. If you're not sure, if you can't remember it, go to the Hawaii Equity Management website. It's at the bottom right here. maybe ask your broker too. The broker might want you to put Maui Rental Management, the DBA. But anyways, make sure you put this. It's the same broker number for Maui Rental Management and Hawaii Equity Management, but make sure you put this. And if your name is on here, if you say contact, Jordan, you better have your RS number or your RB number, because that'll get you in trouble. So do not forget to add this at a minimum, and if your name is on it somewhere, you put this and your full name, right? So contact Jordan, then you put Jordan Barker or whatever down here. Listing type, obviously, if it's a condo, put condo. House, put house. YouTube video URL. This is if you have a video tour of the property, you can upload it to YouTube, and then copy the URL, paste it here, and then you can, if someone comes to looks at the Zillow link, and they read this description, this marketing description is going to be what the person sees online. And then if you put a video tour, YouTube video URL, they'll be able to watch a video without even messaging you. You can just look right at it. Vacancy posting contact info. So you're going to put your email that you want to be reached out at if someone inquires on the property, and then your phone number too. Lease settings, you can leave all of this alone. Skip all the way down to owners. So owners and financial, you're going to click here and type the owner's name, and that'll be it. And then you can put 100% here. In general, you're only going to have one owner. If you have two owners that want to split up the rent payments, then talk to your broker and they will advise you, because in general we do not do that for reasons. If you didn't create the owner already, you can hit this button here and you can create it, and then you can skip everything else. Management fees. So the only thing you're going to need to put here is the management fee %, and that's going to be what is in the property management agreement, property management contract. If it's 10%, generally it's going to be 10%. Sometimes it'll be less, sometimes it's more, but put that here. Additional fees, you can skip this. Late fees, you can skip this. Maintenance information, you can skip this also. Property groups, you can skip that as well. Bank accounts, this is important. So rental cash, you need to go to the bank account and put rental account. Security deposit cash needs to be security deposit account. You're going to add one more, which is the operating cash. You're going to put operating account. It's important that you have these correct. Rental cash equals rental account. Security deposit cash equals security deposit account. Operating cash, operating account. Simple, but just make sure that it's correct. And then you hit save. And before you close out this tab, you're going to want to put photos. So you can click and drag, or you can press this button over here and upload them and put photos onto into here. And these are the photos that people are going to see of the property. So make sure they're nice photos. And then once they're uploaded, drag them in an order so that the first one, it'll say set to default, I believe. And make sure that's like the best the best photo. So maybe like of the view, or the whole house from a drone photo or something like that. And then try to make them flow in an order. Don't make it go from living room to bathroom, back to living room, and then kitchen, and then just try to make it, bathroom, same bathroom, different angle, bedroom, same bedroom, different angle, and kind of flow throughout the house, not jumping around so much. But if you do, use your noggin. And then lastly, you're going to add the property management agreement here, the signed one, to the attachments.